wound up striking Rohan Levy, 15-year-old boy, and killing him and striking one of his friends that he was with. He was the victim of mistaken identity. You see, these gang members
man, R.I.P. Chad.
thought that he was a rival gang member that they believed was a guy named Sleepy Hollow, and they were shooting at him.
What? It's nothing like Sleepy. What?
You see, these gang members thought that he was a rival gang member that they believed was a guy named Sleepy Hollow,
I don't believe that.
and they were shooting at him.
Sleep back. I don't believe that. Probably had a mask on, maybe.
Fresh out. Come on. About to turn up one time.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Brooklyn drill has become an epidemic that had the music industry in a chokehold with the late legend Pop Smoke. Now that he's gone, there comes the rise of another to evolve the Brooklyn sound straight from the shadows where he haunted his ops. The nightmare Sleepy Hollow, a savage who when he gets shot, tells the ops to shoot him again. He went from upping the heat in the streets to dropping the heat on the beat. But it turns out industry fame may not be enough to hold back his ways from the trenches, and it may have cost him his freedom. This is a deep dive into the life of the Brooklyn nightmare Sleepy Hollow. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Born in the Caribbean in the island of Jamaica, Tegan Joshua Anthony Chambers, also known as Sleepy
Tegan Joshua Anthony Chambers.
Hollow moved to the U.S. with his family to pursue a better life. The area they chose to call their new home was known for its Caribbean influence, Flatbush. Sleepy Hollow as a youngin' had hoop dreams, but in order to play, his grades had to be A1. Sleepy couldn't get them to where they needed to be though, so basketball became a thing of the past.
Hey Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's y'all's thoughts on that, bro? Like, be completely honest with me. Does it really matter if somebody's not getting good grades in school, but they're a fantastic hooper? Bro, to me, I don't give. I want. It's nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nice. He's nice.
Ball was a rap, but soon another passion caught Sleepy's interest, hip-hop. From an early age, around 11, he was already exploring all kinds of music. Since then, it's just like he knew he wanted to be a rapper. But I wonder if he knew he was gonna be as big as he is now. Sleepy, even though he was so young, was dissecting bars and studying the craft to a T. Alright, so bet. He found the path he wanted to follow, but getting there would take a couple of detours and nearly never happened with the lifestyle he got caught up in. Flatbush molded Sleepy as a youngin', and when he linked with another young Sav, the duo could not be stopped. The dude he linked up with was Chef G, but their brotherly friendship didn't start off on the right foot. Back then, Chef G was putting paws on dudes in different schools. Bro was torn, but on a different level.
Wait, so chat, was Sleepy and Chef G from the same hood? Like, somebody put me on. Or was it like different like cliques or some shit? Or they just linked up in school type shit? Like,
turns out he spotted Sleepy Hollow, and that was his next target to give a concussion. But Sleepy wasn't the one. He stood on business when Chef and about 50 goons was taunting him, and that made Chef realize that homie was on the same type of time he was on.
It was like 50 of us, and he's by himself walking around the block, and we started screaming at him. Chef continued. He dead ass stopped and turned around, so I was like, yo, wait, I like him. I think this kid is something different. After that, we ended up always seeing him. So that's how we first got cool and shit. I know he was on the same type of timing as me, because if he wasn't, he would have ran from us that day. He added, damn, they was enemies? 50? 50 of y'all? Oh, hell no.
From then on, they were like best friends, ushering in a new era for the trenches of their generation.
Nah.
Like, we didn't.
Chat, if y'all see 50 niggas, what are y'all doing? Nigga, I'm not stopping. Nigga, one to running is not even the answer. All you're gonna hear is fast feet and ass cheeks. Yo, listen, brother. All you're gonna hear is, you feel me? Facts.
For real?
Like, as we was young, like we was kids, and then his name and my name will always come up as like the two niggas that's supposed to fight.
The two was a problem and they couldn't be stopped. Sleepy Hollow fell deeper and deeper into the hands of the trenches, growing closer to becoming a thoroughbred in the streets. By age 15, he would start being affected by the legal side of things when he was hemmed up for some Mary Jane and spent about 3 weeks in juvie. It's wishful thinking to hope that bro would have learned his lesson before a kid like Sleepy, he just became more thuggish. He went even further down the rabbit hole, becoming affiliated with the Crips that he shouts out in his songs. Whether in the studio or the streets, Sleepy moved with a couple of Crips around him in the squad. Sleepy Hollow and Chef G continued applying pressure in the streets and dropping music. The first song they worked on together and realized they clicked on the beat was their old SoundCloud track, Nightmare. One of their mans got a studio session and told them to slide through. That's when they realized that their first official track for them racks, the energy and the vibe was crazy, and their homie pushed them to stay focused on rap.
One time,
Chad, who y'all think is better, just off personal preference? Chef G or Sleepy?
nigga hit us up like, yo, we got a studio.
Honest opinions.
We went over there and we recorded the track. We recorded it. I just like sent it to all my bands and shit.
I don't know.
We always bumping. And niggas like, yo, you should really.
I don't know either. They both nice.
We just did it. Started rapping. I said we put the first song on for them racks.
Sleepy and Chef lived the same struggles.
I would say
experienced the same heat in the streets.
I
So
don't
the
know,
vibe
man.
was just authentic, and they capitalized
for
off that,
vibes,
telling their
Chef
story
for
on
drill.
wax.
That's
At
what I
that
would
time,
say.
they were on the drill wave, gritty, aggressive, coming for their ops tops. You can hear the gang influence in Sleepy Hollow's bars on the song Disrespect. It was so early in their career that Sleepy was using another name. Around that time, Sleepy and Chef were trying to build their music career. Many didn't know that they were really out here grinding. Between 2017 and 2018, they were down bad. Sleepy Hollow was at his lowest. They were going nowhere, just trying to make it some way, somehow. Dudes were to the point where they were sleeping in the car, but no matter if they were trapping to make it out, they knew they wanted something bigger in life, and they always ended the night putting in work at the studio. Sleepy and Chef were brothers for real. They kept it G, and they was never leaving each other behind. But what made things worse is that Sleepy Hollow wasn't out of the streets. He was still thugging it, and he was a wild dude. Bro was running down on ops allegedly if they was mouthing off online, but the ops was tucking tail and using their shorties as shields.
Niggas just throwing in front of them. Niggas bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You throwing
all guys. It's really all guys.
Come on.
It's really all guys.
Niggas just throwing in front of them trying to get low.
Sleepy was a humble dude.
Oh, nah.
He was ready to catch a body at any given time.
Oh,
if
nah.
dudes were acting like they was bout it. His name was known for getting active.
Come on. Ran down, spitting, slapping,
Slap niggas
hopping
in
out,
the mall.
booming at niggas. What's wrong with y'all niggas, bro?
Sleepy didn't.
Oh nah, tell me more. Tell me more. What else happened that night? Oh shit. Hold on.
Respecting his rivals, and he was standing on it. Something that could go
Yeah,
very
count's
wrong
going
if
up
he
tonight.
was ever caught lacking.
You dropping my shit? If you're dropping my shit, make sure you come on. If you dropping movie, make sure you're doing it for a reason. I drop cause I bang on niggas. What are you talking about?
Allegedly,
Oh, nah.
that's exactly what happened in February 2017 when the ops pulled up.
He said I dropped the shit cause I bang it on niggas. Oh my god. Spin Master, what's the word? Thank you for the 17 months, my boy. Nah. Chad, what are you saying? How am I an informant? This nigga said I dropped the rakes cause I bang it on niggas and I hopped out booming, but I'm the Fed.
Hopped out the whip and aired everything out. Luckily, Sleepy Hollow was shot, but not murked. But a 15-year-old youth by the name of Rohan Levy was hit in the head and passed away, while his friend was also hit but survived.
Oh, so they shot at Sleepy but hit an innocent. Oh, damn. Now that's fucked up. R.I.P. chat.
Those shots wound up striking Rohan Levy, 15-year-old boy, and him and striking one of his friends that he was with.
Was it
R.I.P. to
2017?
Rohan, man.
Nah, that's crazy.
Police officers would host a conference and an indictment about 2 years later with the arrest of multiple gang members and stated that the shooters took the boy for an op named Sleepy Hollow, which leaves the question, was Sleepy actually there and got shot? Or was the boy alone mistaken for Sleepy and got shot? But looking closer at the news, check this out. It said one of the slain teen's friends was hit in the leg, but the friend was unidentified. The only information they got was that he was 18 years old. Around that time, Sleepy Hollow would have been around 17 or 18. So what
Nah, that's kind of crazy. Weeb, thank you for the 62 months.
if the person who got shot in the
I mean, can't they just check off hospital records? If the nigga actually went to the hospital, shit.
leg was Sleepy Hollow, but he simply told the cops they mistook his friend for Sleepy Hollow. Remember, at the time, Sleepy wasn't big in the music game as of yet, so the cops wouldn't be able to point him out. That's just the theory of mine. It is what it is. Either way, for them to specifically name Sleepy Hollow as the target says a lot, because how did they know to make that connection?
You see, these gang members thought that he was
Yo, Hag, thank you for the 32
Yes,
months.
sir, gang.
Exclamation point sub, how to subscribe to the stream.
a rival gang member that they believed was a guy named Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy said he got
And they were
shot
shooting
before.
at him.
But
Yeah.
check the next thing out. Sleepy Hollow will confirm he was shot later in him and Chef G's viral 2019 track Flows. In a genius lyric breakdown, here's what Sleepy Hollow had to say about the lyrics.
Bad ways, I got shot, I ain't just manned up. Most niggas just go through shit like that and it's just, they go living a whole nother life, you know?
Sleepy got hit, but bro was still standing 10 toes down. But something had to give because that's no way to live. He was trying to make it out the hood, not lose his life there. Him and Chef got to the point where they was building a buzz and caught the attention of a former NFL player, Junior Gillette. Opportunity was knocking. Gillette owned a record label, New Law Entertainment, and he signed them to the label for a period of 1 year before they left to do their own thing. By now, their drill sound had placed them in the spotlight, but Sleepy Hollow and Chef never considered themselves just drill artists, but wanted to make music, good music, global music. Sleepy Hollow would channel a different vibe.
I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I knew that Brooklyn got active, you feel me? But I ain't know, like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I knew with Chef G and them. Chef G and them were on that. Let me take that back. Chef G and them were on that. But I ain't think Sleepy was on that. I'm gonna keep it 100. How long the Towns gonna be down for? Towns is going up tonight. I can't give you a time. That's the only thing I can tell you is that it's going up tonight. I got an update about 15 minutes ago that's saying that we're going up tonight. So I don't know what time, but we're going up tonight.
Easing off of the gritty drill sound and bringing a more melodic, smooth style. He kept the authentic street experiences, but it felt like he just had to transition into the international sound he always wanted to make. You can hear the trendy vibe in the tracks like Deep In, 2055, and Two Sauce. Somewhere in the mix with all of that growing success, Sleepy Hollow ended up in the hospital for surgery. No idea what it was for, but it didn't seem serious because bro went on live when he woke up and was high as a kite off that anesthesia. Bro was a one-man comic stand.
Thank you for the 42 months.
Laura's ignoring me at this point.
Are you on the phone?
No, I'm not on the phone, Laura. Why would I be on the phone in the hospital? Yo.
Oh, Jan, no, this nigga is smacked. No, Jan, this nigga is high.
Listen, though. This is what I'm trying to tell everybody. Right? You run up, you get done up.
Sleepy Hollow was having fun in life. Finally, with Sleepy and Chef finding that global voice, they decided to take it to the next step and inked the deal with Ellie Frost, the partner with industry giant RCA Records, to launch their own label, Winner Circle Entertainment. Sleepy and Chef were now bosses. While other rappers was getting signed, they signed themselves to their own label, maximizing profit.
Mind you, these are the only two successful independent artists that are underrated. Both of them have gold and platinum records and are doing amazing for themselves with absolutely no type of radio play anywhere outside of the New York, New Jersey area. That's why these niggas are nice.
Sleepy Hollow and them were up and flossing, racked up, stacked up, pulling up to the lot with the team copping new Benz's cash. They finally did it. Still, they wasn't done leveling up. Sleepy and them went on to buy their own studio, ready to trick it out with different rooms and turn it into their official recording spot, while still with ambitions to take their label to the big leagues. Sadly, on their way to the top, they were met with some setbacks. Chef G got hemmed up by the law and was sentenced to 2 years after pleading guilty to criminal possession of a weapon in November 2021. Sleepy Hollow had to hold down the fort without his best friend. When it rains, it pours. Next thing we know, around June 2022, not long after filming the music video for his track with Fredo Bang, No Love, Sleepy Hollow shared an IG story saying, "Free me."
When I went out there and shot the video, he gave me solid vibes, so you know what I'm saying. I think he locked up right now too, Free Sleepy.
Ellie Frost, his label partner, posted shouting out,
Now I got the put a city on my back. Free Sleepy, free Chef.
Free the guys confirming Sleepy was picked up. A vid was soon surfaced online that may have been why he got locked up. The vid shows Sleepy wilding in a restaurant, throwing chairs and everything in a brawl with his entourage and the employees. A tweet from what appears to be a friend of one of the people that was allegedly
Sleepy Hollow is a total blank and got him and his boys arrested last night for what was clearly aggravated assault against my friend and his co-workers. Never heard of him until now, and definitely never supporting him. I suggest any fans of his to take this second and read this. Dude legit shut up saying, you better treat us right. We the richest niggas in here. Expect food for 8 people to be done in 10 minutes. Oh my God. They tried to fight us and security police had to get him up out of here. Damn. He said expect food for 8 people to be done in 10 minutes. Nah, Chad, this nigga was on some timing. 8 people, 10 minutes? Fuck, he thought a microwave? Fuck. You don't remember this vid? No, nigga, I don't be into New York shit.
Assaulted, shared text messages stating what allegedly happened. According to them, Sleepy and his crew pulled up demanding their meals fast because they was the richest people there. The text shared also stated that cops pulled up and arrested Sleepy. Court documents will be revealed showing that he was locked up on June 2nd, 2022, which also exposed that he was also found guilty on the 1st of February 2022 and being sentenced for criminal possession of a weapon. According
Tony, thank you for the 35 months.
Document. Vlad TV also confirmed the weapons charge sentence.
June 24, 2022, he got sentenced to 7 months on a weapon charge.
Oh, okay. He should be coming home then.
He's supposed to be released February 13th,
okay,
which is like a few weeks from now.
Right.
The release date was set to be the 13th of February 2023, which turned out to be the true case because around that time Sleepy was set free.
Sleep back, fresh out. Come
Damn, that nigga look
on, you got
different.
to turn up one time.
Chef G is
He
supposed
look
to be
different as fuck. What the hell?
Come on, you got to turn up one time.
Chef G is supposed to be home soon too, so the Dream Team will be back together again to dominate the game. To date, Sleepy Hollow has a catalog of bangers through his projects Don't Sleep, Sleepy for President, Black House, Still Sleep, and Still Sleep Deluxe. All he has to do now is try to stay out of trouble so the world can be his playground.
Thank you for the 22
Sleepy been
months.
through things that made his heart turn cold.
The reason I say my heart cold is like shit I've been through. I got the ability to like put my feelings on freeze type shit. I mean, for certain situations if I got to, like a defense mechanism.
But he thugged it out, and now his online following went from 45K on IG in 2019 to now nearing 1 mil in 2023. So there you have it. As always, stay smart.
Nigga, where the fuck did he address the RICO indictment? The fuck? I got scammed. The fuck?
Stay alert and stay real. I'm out, y'all.
Scam.